The night in Port Louis, Mauritius, was thick with humidity, the kind that seeped into your bones and made the air feel like a living thing. At 4:36 a.m., Inspector Pawan's phone buzzed incessantly, pulling him from a restless sleep. The caller ID showed Mr. Shikawat, the morgue manager. "Pawan, it's urgent. You need to get to the morgue. Now." Pawan glanced at the clock, his groggy mind protesting. "At this hour?" he muttered, but Shikawat's voice carried a tremor that demanded action. By 4:46 a.m., Pawan was speeding through the city's deserted streets, the sodium glow of streetlights casting long shadows on the asphalt. The morgue was a squat, utilitarian building, its faded facade illuminated by flickering fluorescent lights. Inside, the air was heavy with the sterile scent of antiseptic and the faint hum of refrigeration units. Mr. Shikawat met Pawan at the entrance, his face ashen, eyes darting nervously. "It's a strange case, Pawan," he said, leading him down a dimly lit corridor. "One of the units. The body's gone." Pawan's pulse quickened. "Whose body?" Shikawat hesitated, then whispered, "Maya Verma." The name hit like a thunderclap. Maya Verma, the formidable head of Ion Industries, was a titan in Mauritius. Wealth and influence made her untouchable. Her body vanishing from a secure facility wasn't just an anomaly. It was a crisis. Shikawat pointed to an empty refrigeration unit, its steel door ajar, the lock visibly broken. "All the other units are fine," he said. "Just this one." Pawan's mind raced. A broken lock suggested foul play, but the morgue was a fortress of protocol. "CCTV footage?" he asked. Shikawat shook his head. "Keith's checking, but the hard disk's missing." "Stolen." Pawan's jaw tightened. A missing body and a stolen hard disk were no coincidence. This was deliberate. The only witness was Tara Singh, the night security guard, who sat in a corner, trembling, his lips moving in fervent prayer. "Tara Singh," Pawan called, his voice steady but firm. "What did you see?" Tara's eyes were wide with terror. "I was at my desk watching a film on my phone," he stammered. "Then I heard something." I called out, "Who's there?" No answer. "Then I saw it, a ghost. The dead woke up and walked out." Pawan exchanged a skeptical glance with Shikawat. Tara's story was fantastical, but his fear seemed genuine. "You were drinking, weren't you?" Pawan pressed, catching a faint whiff of alcohol. Tara shook his head vigorously. "No, sir, I swear." A breathalyzer test later confirmed he was sober, but his account remained shaky. "Why would a ghost break a lock?" Pawan asked pointedly. "They can walk through walls." Tara had no response, only pleased to be released. By 5:52 a.m., SP Jairaj Rawal, Pawan's superior, arrived. Jairaj was a man in his late 40s, his face etched with the weight of a decade-old tragedy. 10 years ago, his wife, Nancy, and their unborn child perished in a car accident, leaving Jairaj a haunted man, driven by an unrelenting need for justice. His reputation as a brilliant but emotionally volatile officer preceded him. "What's the situation?" he demanded, his voice cutting through the morgue's sterile hum. Pawan briefed him. A missing body, a broken lock, a stolen hard disk, and a guard claiming supernatural interference. Jairaj's eyes narrowed. "This isn't a ghost story. Someone stole that body, and we're going to find out who." Their first suspect was Ajay Puri, Maya's husband. A university professor and director at Maya's laboratory, Ajay was summoned to the morgue. He arrived at 6:20 a.m., his demeanor a volatile mix of frustration and disbelief. "Where is my wife's body?" he demanded, his voice rising. "This is a secure facility, isn't it? What have you been doing?" Jairaj studied him closely, noting the absence of grief in his eyes. "Mr. Puri, calm down," Jairaj said. "We're investigating. Where were you tonight?" Ajay's response was evasive. At home, then out to a 24-hour chemist for a headache. Jairaj's instincts flared. "Which chemist?" he pressed. Ajay faltered. "One nearby." Jairaj knew there were no such shops for miles. Ajay's story was unraveling. The investigation deepened with the arrival of Dr. Tanya Mehra at 6:26 a.m., the physician who had attended to Maya. She confirmed Maya's death was likely a heart attack, pending an autopsy. She was scared of flying, Tanya noted. She took a long flight from Los Angeles this morning. The stress could have triggered it. Jairaj raised an eyebrow. "Any chance of catalepsy?" Tanya hesitated. "It's rare, but possible. In catalepsy, a person appears dead, but isn't. Pawan scoffed. So she woke up and walked out? Why not call for help? Tanya shrugged. It's just a theory. Jairaj dismissed it. Someone stole her body to avoid that autopsy. The question is why? At 7:03 a.m., a breakthrough, fresh footprints and drag marks were found near a back door, suggesting the body had been moved. Tara Singh, under pressure, admitted there was an unguarded exit, a detail he'd omitted out of fear. Jairaj ordered the area cordoned off and confronted Ajay about his shoes. Show me your soles, Jairaj said, noting the footprint size 43. Ajay complied reluctantly, revealing a different sole pattern, but his defensiveness was palpable. I'm not the only one with size 43 shoes, he snapped. Jairaj smirked. Noted. The morgue's tension escalated when Ajay was caught sneaking into a room containing Maya's personal belongings. Her cell phone was missing, and a bottle labeled TH16, a cardiotoxin produced by Maya's lab, was found in Ajay's pocket. It's not mine, Ajay insisted. I found it on the floor. We supply products to the morgue. Jairaj wasn't convinced. What's TH16? He demanded. Ajay claimed ignorance, saying it wasn't his department. Jairaj ordered the substance sent to the lab for analysis, suspecting it was the key to Maya's death. Ajay's behavior grew increasingly erratic. He received a call from someone he called Shayna, his sister, but didn't have her number saved. He then demanded to use the bathroom, emerging visibly shaken. At 8:39 a.m., he tried to leave, claiming a woman named Ritu was in danger. Who's Ritu? Jairaj asked. Ajay's response was vague, only heightening suspicion. Jairaj confiscated his phone, noticing frequent calls to an unsaved number. Your sister's new number? Jairaj asked skeptically. Ajay nodded, but his eyes betrayed panic. The lab report on TH16 arrived at 9:00 a.m., confirming it was a lethal cardio, toxin derived from Taiwan cobra venom. In high doses, it could induce a heart attack within 8 hours. Jairaj's theory solidified. Ajay poisoned Maya to inherit her wealth, then stole her body to avoid an autopsy. Pawan reported a damning discovery from Ajay's home. The missing CCTV hard disk, detailed morgue plans, and sports shoes matching the footprints. He knew the morgue inside out, Pawan said. Jairaj ordered an arrest warrant, convinced Ajay was their man. But Ajay's story took a bizarre turn. In a heated interrogation, he confessed to an affair with Ritu, a woman he met at the university. I loved her, he said. Maya was controlling, obsessive. I had to get rid of her. He admitted to poisoning Maya with TH16, believing it would mimic a heart attack. But he insisted Maya was alive, orchestrating a revenge plot. She's playing with me, he said. She knew about Ritu. She's working with someone Tony D. Costa. Jairaj was skeptical. You're delusional, he said. Maya's dead. Ajay's paranoia intensified. He claimed Ritu found a pen drive with audio of their conversations, proving they were bugged. Maya knew we planned to kill her, he said. She's setting me up. He begged to be taken to Ritu, claiming her life was in danger. Jairaj, though dismissive, sent officers to the address Ajay provided. At 10:15 a.m., they reported no one named Ritu lived there, and neighbors knew of no such woman. Jairaj's theory shifted. Ritu was a figment of Ajay's imagination, a psychological crutch to justify his crime. The case seemed closed when a female body was found in a lake at 10:26 a.m. Presumed to be Maya's, it was brought to the morgue. Ajay, handcuffed and desperate, screamed, "That's not Maya! She's alive!" Jairaj unzipped the body bag, revealing a woman's face cold, lifeless, unmistakably Maya. Your plan failed, Jairaj said. You killed her, and we found her. Ajay collapsed, muttering about Ritu and Tony D. Costa. But the story wasn't over. Jairaj's demeanor shifted, his voice taking on a chilling edge. You don't recognize me, do you, Ajay? He said. He recounted a night 10 years ago, when his wife, Nancy, died in a car accident. You and Maya were there, Jairaj said. You were driving on the wrong side. You hit us, then fled, leaving my daughter and me to burn. Ajay's eyes widened. No, that wasn't me. Jairaj's daughter, Isha, now in her 20s, had survived the crash. For a decade, they had plotted revenge. Isha, posing as Ritu, had infiltrated Ajay's life, seducing him and planting evidence. The pen drive, the bugged conversations, the morgue staged chaos all were part of their plan. We made you think Maya was alive, Jairaj said. We wanted you to confess. The final blow. Isha had poisoned Ajay with TH16 8 hours ago, the same toxin he used on Maya. As Ajay's heart began to fail, he gasped. Why? For Nancy, Jairaj said. For 10 years of pain. Ajay slumped, his life ebbing away. The morgue, now silent, bore witness to a vendetta fulfilled. Maya's body, recovered from the lake, confirmed her death. But the true cost was Ajay's life, taken by the poison he wielded. Jairaj and Isha walked away, their revenge complete, but their hearts heavy. The mystery of the morgue was solved, not by ghosts or greed, but by a father and daughter's unrelenting quest for justice. The aftermath was quiet but profound. The media, kept at bay during the investigation, descended on the story. But Jairaj ensured only the barest details emerged. Maya's death was ruled a murder. Ajay's confession sealed his guilt, and his death was attributed to a heart attack of poetic irony. Jairaj and Isha faded into the background, their mission complete. The morgue, a place of cold finality, stood as a silent testament to a night where love, betrayal, and vengeance collided, leaving no one unscathed.